Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the weird intro. I didn't realize that I forgot to film an intro before I filmed the beginning of my video, because when I filmed the beginning of my video, I thought I would film the intro at the end, but I forgot. I just finished filming this video. This is the final results. Today we're going to be doing a full face of indie-owned makeup brands and makeup products. I have quite a few brands. I really try to make it a point to diversify the products and the brands I use in this video. So yeah, this is a look that we're doing today. It's kind of like a get ready with me tutorial, just kind of demo of the products. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and without further ado, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I post, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. Or is it this way? I think it's this way. I don't know. Enjoy. I know we should probably start with the eyes, but we're gonna start with the face today. So for primer, I'm gonna go in with the Touch and Soul No Poreblem Primer. I'm pretty sure Touch and Soul is an indie brand. It is Korean. It is a K-beauty brand, and you can find Touch and Soul at Sephora. I love this primer so much. This is my second bottle, and I love that it's a smoothing primer, but it's got a slippery enough texture where even if you have dry skin, it's not going to peel off your face. And sorry, my shirt's wet because I just washed my face, so that's why it like looks that way. But yeah, so I'm just going to smooth this on my skin. Oh, that's embarrassing. You can see toothpaste right there. I need to get my life together. Okay, and then for foundation, we are going to go in with this guy. I'm not even sure if you can technically still buy this, but I really wanted to mention it because I really wanted to try to diversify the brands as much as I could. So I'm going to go with the Hailey's Beauty Reset Liquid Matte Foundation. I did buy this at Target, and I actually am going to do a full face of Target makeup video soon, so keep an eye out for that. But I'm just going to put a little bit on my Morphe M439. And by the way, this is in the shade 425 Neutral. It is a matte foundation, but I think this could work for you even if you are dry and you want something a little bit more satin. It is a nice suede-like matte finish, but it just gives such great medium to full coverage. Like, I just love the consistency on this so much. So easy to blend out. Leaves you very smooth looking. Okay, we've got one nice smooth layer on the face, and now it's time to move on to concealer. So I am using two different concealers today. I'm going to be using under my eyes the BH Pro Total Coverage Concealer, and this is in the shade number 111. It looks like this. This is not a new concealer by any means. It's got that little like kind of squeezer doe foot, but this is an awesome concealer. It's very full coverage, and it's super underrated in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that under my eyes. BH Causemetics is one of my favorite indie brands. They make such good products, and they've really like stepped up their game. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm just going to dab a little bit right like that underneath my eye, down the center of my face. Like one squeeze just goes such a long way. And I'm just going to buff that out. I also have a darker shade of this concealer, but it's a little bit too dark. So I just figured I would use this one to highlight, conceal my under eyes, and then also prime my eyes for shadow as well. Like, you can see how amazing that coverage is. Okay, and then to spot conceal lightly the rest of my face, I am going to be going in with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. Looks like this in the shade medium 105 Neutral. I also have the light concealer. You guys have seen me use that as well, but to spot conceal today, I'm going to go in with this one, and I'm just going to go over any dark spots or, you know, pimples, stuff that I want to conceal with my normal skin color shade. A little dab will do ya. I love this concealer, even though I have oily skin and this technically is like for drier skin. It's so creamy. I love the original concealer as well. I don't really know which one I like more. They're both very creamy and nice, but this definitely is more dewy. It's not as matte as their original formula, and you can get this at Ulta. Actually, the majority of these products you can find at Ulta. Ulta carries a lot of great indie brands, so definitely go there. Like, they carry a lot of affordable indie brands and then also more high-end ones, which you'll be seeing in this video as well. Okay, so cream products are done. To set under the eyes, I'm going to take the Alamar Causemetics Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio. This is freaking amazing. I spoke about this in one of my favorites videos. This one is in the shade medium tan, and I love her blushes as well. Alamar is owned by this girl named Gabby. It's a Latina-owned brand, and I love it. Her products are freaking amazing, and her brushes as well. And I love these bronzers so much. Like, when I went to LA this past time, like, this was all I took with me, because it was like my under eye brightener and then my bronzers in one. So I was like, boom, perfect travel palette if you ask me. So I'm just going to take this shade right here. This is in the shade I'm Woke. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I love to set my under eyes with a brightening shade and then go in with an all over face powder. So I'm just going to set under here to help prevent any creasing and just to highlight the center of my face so it's a little bit more three-dimensional and not like super flat. And then I'm going to go down my T-zone and just set there. And then all over the face, I don't know if you may have seen this coming, but I am going to take my Beauty Bakerie flower powder. You can also get Beauty Bakerie at Ulta. This is one of the more high-end indie brands, but their flower powder in translucent is my go-to glam powder. It is my go-to baking powder. It is my go-to like heavy duty night out powder. There really isn't much flashback that I've noticed with this guy. It just sets your makeup so beautifully, like flower powder, like literally to bake, and it does an amazing job at baking your face and just cleaning all that stuff up. And this is not really an underrated product in the community. I think a lot of beauty gurus or beauty bloggers, they talk about this product and a lot of them like it for good reason. It's amazing. Beauty Bakerie is a Black owned brand. They have some of the most amazing products. I bought their lip whip, I remember 4 years ago in my college apartment, and I wanted it overnight because I was actually coming here to Vegas for like a work trip, and I was like, I need this. So I paid like $30 for overnight shipping, and I still have it today. Even though I don't really use it that much anymore because it's definitely old, I want to hold on to it for sentimental reasons. Like, this is an amazing product. So anyway, that long tangent to tell you I'm going to be using this powder today, and they have a few different shades. So if this one doesn't work for you, they have like a banana shade, they have a darker shade, so definitely check them out on Ulta. I'm just going to go in the cap right here and then just set all over the face. And this just makes your makeup look so smooth. Okay, now moving on to bronzer. You can get this at Sephora. I am 99% sure. I looked it up actually, and it says it is an indie brand. Like, websites have said this is an indie brand, but I'm going to be going with a Pretty Vulgar Bronzed Bee bronzer in the shade Bronze Mannequin. Looks like this. I think this made it to my best of 2019 makeup. Like, this is one of my favorite bronzers, if not my favorite bronzer. It's so beautiful. It's so pigmented. You do get some kick up in the pan. It is a softer bronzer and it is pigmented, but it is so beautiful and just blends out like seamlessly. Like, I'll show you right now on camera. So just tap it off a little bit and then just go in, and it just leaves the most beautiful bronze on your skin. Like, look how effortless that looks. So even though it is pigmented, you can blend it out very easily, and it's not going to leave like a harsh line. It's just one of the best formulas I've personally used for a bronzer, and they obviously have different shades as well. I'm not going to really contour today. I'm just kind of leaving it like a nice bronzy all over look, and I'm not even going to bake today, honestly, because I think like that looks nice. Okay, for blush, I am going to be taking the Juvia's Place Serafina blush. Again, Juvia's Place is also a Black owned brand, and they make some of the most pigmented shadows. Like, I think their claim to fame is pigmented, affordable shadows. Like, they got famous for their Nubian palette, which is like an amazing all neutral palette. I have a couple Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes, but I really wanted to use their blush in the shade Serafina. This is the Afrique blush, and I wanted to use this because it's so cute. This packaging is amazing. The blush is very pigmented, so you have to be careful, but it blends out beautifully as well, kind of like the Pretty Vulgar bronzer. And I feel like the blushes are kind of underrated, so I just figured I might as well use that today. So I'm going to take this Ulta blush brush and really tap that off, and then lightly go on my apples and then up. This is a pretty like peachy pink, so beautiful. There is a little bit of shimmer in it. Like, it's not a flat matte blush. You can see it's giving my cheeks a little bit of glow, but that is my favorite kind of blush, when it just gives a little bit of life to your skin. Okay, now that we're blushy, and I know it might look a little intense right now, but blush is one of those things that as you do your makeup, it kind of like wears off, and it is one of the first products that I personally noticed to wear off throughout the day. So I am fine with it looking very rosy right now. I'm going to save highlighter to last because you guys know me, I kind of like doing that, especially when we do like a full face. So for brows, you guys know I love my e.l.f. brow pencil, but today I'm going to be using the $1 Billion Brows Microblade Effect brow pen in the shade Taupe. This is an indie brand. I actually got this in my BoxyCharm, and that's what I love about BoxyCharm. It just introduces you to a lot of great products that you wouldn't otherwise really know of, because I don't really think you can get $1 Billion brows in Ulta or like a store, unless you can near you. But personally for me in Vegas and in California, I don't think you can. So I like this pen because it's very unique. It's got like these three little like pointer thingies. And Taupe is a little bit light for me, but I always go with Tinted Brow Gel, so it's gonna work out fine. And I love how subtle this is, but it's super precise. So you can see obviously the difference right there. Like, look at that, it looks so good. And so the formula is just amazing. It's very beginner friendly, not too harsh. Hold on, let me just clean that up. All right, brows are done, and honestly, I don't even really feel like I have to comb through them. Like, it was so easy and effortless. I mean, I still am right now just because out of habit, but that is an amazing product for when you don't want any harsh brush strokes or anything, because like, look at that, like it looks so natural. I love it. For brow gel, to set that, I'm going to take my Mellow Causemetics Tinted Brow Gel. I also got this in a BoxyCharm, and this is in the shade dark brown. This is one of the more like pigmented liquidy brow gels, so it's great for just adding some color overall. And I really do like this. This is like a product I reach for. This and probably my ColourPop Brow Boss Gel are the brow gels I reach for when I want to just do a one and done and not worry about going in with a brow pencil. So you can see it adds a lot of color, and I'm just going to buff that out. I like a darker brow for when I'm going in with like a really intense eye look, which is kind of what we're doing today. Okie dokie, now that my brows are on, it's time to move on to eyes. And I have so many beautiful indie brands that I could use for eyeshadow, like BH Cosmetics, ColourPop, Juvia's Place. There's so many, honestly. Like, I'm looking at my drawer and I have so many. Storybook Cosmetics, like Violet Voss. I think Violet Voss is indie. But if you guys watch my eyeshadow palette collection, which I've obviously added to it since then, you guys will see my whole range of eyeshadows, which I will link that below if you want to see that. But the palette I chose today is the Dose of Colors Blushing Berries palette, because Dose of Colors is an amazing indie brand. You can also find it at Ulta. It is definitely more on the high-end side, but I don't really have anything else in this video that would be Dose of Colors, so I wanted to take this time to use this palette. And they have a bunch of beautiful travel size palettes like this of matte shades of different color schemes. Like, they have like big browns, they have a few other varieties, but these are some of the most pigmented shadows ever. They're so pigmented, so creamy, you have to really be careful, and there is a little bit of fallout, but they blend so beautifully. So with that being said, let's get started. I'm going to be applying Berry Chic all over my crease with this Wet n Wild brush. Like, you can see there's some fallout, but the pigment is so nice. Going for a pinky berry-ish look, but then I am going to go in with something on the lid that you guys will see. Okay, and then a little bit deeper into my crease, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I'm just kind of going to go down the line. This was in the shade Mixed Berries, and I'm just going to take this on a Morphe M441. Then I'm just going to slightly put this a little bit deeper into my crease. Like, you can see the pigment, like that is beautiful, but it blends out so nice. Okay, and because I don't want this look to be too dark, I'm going to take this middle shade right here because it's actually going to, spoiler alert, match my lip color that I'm going to be doing today. This is in the shade Berry Pop. It's like this really pretty like magenta fuchsia, and I am just going to concentrate this on the outer corners ever so slightly, just kind of get like a light motion up in here. Ooh, that one is super pigmented. Wow. Okay. Just going to flicker her on up. You guys, I didn't put any tape down today because I didn't do my eyes first. Just kind of winging it. Wow, that's so pigmented. Okay, and then to kind of diffuse the line, I'm going to go back in with my M441 and just kind of work that all along the edges with no additional product. Okay, and then all over the lid, actually, I'm going to take something that's a little bit different. This is the BH Cosmetics Eyelight in the shade Psych. I've used a couple of their eyelights on my channel before, but I don't know if you can really see in the bottle. This is like a blue holographic pinkish purpley liquid glitter. It looks like this. And this is like a liquid shimmer. I'm just going to apply this. It's a little bit dried out, but that's fine. For the subtle effect, I'm just going to wipe that all over my lid. Ooh, I don't know if that's, it's gonna try it. Actually, it is pretty dried out. You can see it kind of gives like that three-dimensional look, which is so pretty. Okay, even though this is dry out for me, go get yourself one of these because they're so pretty. Okay, and then to blend out that shade with... Okay, and then for liner today, I'm going to be going in with the Beauty For Real Finish Line Liquid Eyeliner. I don't really even know where they sell Beauty For Real. Again, I also got this in a BoxyCharm, so I am going to be using that as my liquid liner today. That was the first time I think in my life that I did wing liner without pulling my eye. I'm trying to do a new technique and do it like that from videos I've been seeing all over TikTok, but it's definitely easier for me to do my left eye than it is my right because I am a lefty. So wish me luck. Oh no, it's already not even. Boo! It's not even, but oh well. I tried. Okay, I am going to clean that up just a little bit. This liner is a little bit dried out, but it's fine. I'm going to clean up my left side ever so slightly with a little bit of concealer. Today, I originally wasn't going to go in with falsies, and then I decided I was like, no, I should. It gives me the full experience and it gives me a chance to feature more brands. So I'm going to take the Beauty Creation Cosmetics 3D Silk Lashes in the style Swerve. Looks like this. I absolutely love Beauty Creation Cosmetics lashes. They are freaking amazing. They're $5 each. Such good quality. They have so many styles. I was actually just on their website last night looking up all of their other styles, and I definitely want to pick up some more. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these bad boys on. I'm going to reach for some glue. You can use any glue. I'm going to be using the Ardell Duo glue today in black. I'm going to brush the glue on, and then while I wait, it's going to be time to apply highlight, because you guys know I kind of like to do that. I keep saying you guys know, and I'm sorry, maybe you don't know, but I like to apply highlight when I'm waiting for my lash glue to dry. So I'm going to be taking the Model's Own Sculpt and Glow highlighter powder in the shade Golden Sand. Such a beautiful highlight. I've raved about this for a couple of years now. I think it was in my first ever like underrated products video. So I'm going to take this. You can get this at Ulta, and I'm just going to take a brush and just highlight the face. Like, oh, look at that. I actually think this undertone complements the eyes really nicely today, so good for that. Down my nose, Cupid's bow. Oh, highlight is just the best part of any routine. I'm gonna go a little bit above here, and then I am going to highlight the inner corners as well, of course. And my brow bone. Okay, and now I'm going to pop on my falsies, but first I am going to curl my lashes so they blend in a little bit better. And I have trimmed these so these fit my eyes. Like, so easy to pop on. They're just beautiful lashes. And voila, we're done. Well, my eyes are not done, but the lashes are done. And yeah, okay, so before we go in with mascara, I do want to complete the lower lash line. Where's my palette? So that way it looks more complete, because right now it's just kind of like whoosh, like in your face, like lashes, and you're like,
why do you look scary?
I am going to take this dark purple now. This is in the shade Berry Rose, and I'm going to smudge that super close to my lower lash line, just to kind of bring the eyes back to normalcy. And then to smudge that out even more, I'm going to take the first shade right here in the shade Berry Chic, and I'm just going to buff out kind of that edge a little bit, or that shadow, so it looks not as harsh. I'm just going to run that all along down here, like directly under, so you can see it. It's got a little bit more of a gradient effect. Okay, and we are done with the eyeshadow. So final step for the eyes is going in with mascara. And when I was looking at all of my indie products, I was like, I have to throw in Thrive Causemetics somewhere, somehow. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Their mascara is amazing. I love their CC cream. I love their powder, but I decided to use their mascara today. So this is their liquid lash extensions. Looks like this. It is a tubing mascara, so it's really easy to just kind of wash off. And I'm just going to be applying that to my lashes. So it just kind of blends in a little bit better. And then also my lower lashes. I always get mascara on my freaking like under eyes. So I'm just going to try to wipe that off ever so slightly with this Dose of Colors brush. I'm just going to, oh, and I just smudged it. That's great. I am doing amazing. Just kidding, I am not doing amazing. Boo! Fail. Okay, I'm just going to take my same brow brush, a little bit of concealer. I'm just going to erase that. So then now for the final step, which is lips. I wanted to go in with this color so bad, and I still am. I'm going to line my lips with the ColourPop Lippie pencil in the shade BFF2. And directly on top, I'm going to apply the Ofra Causemetics Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Santorini. Ofra, I feel like, is known for her lipsticks or her liquid lips. I have quite a few, and they have an amazing formula. And this is like a beautiful like pink magenta that I've actually never worn before. So I'm excited. Oh my God, that complements the eyes so well. It's got like that beautiful like blue pinkish reflect. Okay, I did a pretty thin layer of that because I want to keep going with the lip products. I want to use as many indie brands as possible. Let me know if maybe you guys want a part 2, and then maybe I can just try to feature more. I'm always down to do that. So let me know. And then on top, I'm going to go in with Real Her Moisturizing Lipstick in the shade Sorry Not Sorry. It's like this lighter pink, and you guys know how I feel about these lipsticks. I think they're amazing. So I'm just going to apply that on top. Stab it like that. And then final lip product, because as I mentioned, I want to use as many as I can. I'm going to take the iconic London Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade, God, what shade is this? Sex Kitten. It's kind of like this like nice magenta berry. Also kind of ties in with the whole look. So I'm just going to apply it directly on top. All right, setting my face down with, I think Morphe is still an indie brand. I'm not exactly sure, but for the sake of today's video, I'm just going to apply my Morphe setting spray. All right, everybody, and that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this full face of all indie brands. As you can see, a lot of these are products that I've used before in my tutorials and my videos. I think all of these are amazing products. I love discovering indie brands, new brands. Like, if you guys go back and watch some of my videos, I always say my thing is, or my favorite thing is discovering new indie brands or hidden gems, anything affordable, natural, cruelty-free, lesser known. I love discovering those. So please leave me your favorite indie brands below, or your favorite makeup products that are from indie brands, and I will definitely check them out. I hope I gave you guys a lot of products to go out and try. Let me know your thoughts. I love featuring brands and products on my channel that I think are really, really amazing, that maybe deserve the spotlight as well. So yeah, I mean, a lot of these are used by so many beauty gurus, but some of these I feel like I haven't seen anyone talk about. So yeah, leave me your thoughts down below and what you thought of today's video. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, please, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye!